Afterword. Wrap up, the final chapter of your reading journey. Omo you don do amo. You've journeyed through every chapter of reading to become the superhero you be, flipping pages, laughing, nodding, and maybe even jotting down a few cocoa moments. You've moved from understanding why reading matters, through the barriers that hold us back, to building sustainable habits and applying knowledge to real life wahala. Now, it's time to pause, reflect, and carry the lessons forward. Reading is more than just a pastime. It's a passport to worlds unknown, a key to doors locked with ignorance, and a torch that lights the path to self-improvement. As you've seen throughout this book, the power of reading goes beyond the pages. It transforms minds, sparks creativity, and equips you to tackle life's challenges head-on. The journey, so far, you began with the fundamentals, understanding the importance of reading in a world full of distractions. From there, you tackled obstacles like time management and poor reading culture. You discovered how to read faster, retain more, and even gamify your reading habits to keep things interesting. Next, you explored the broader impact of reading, from career growth to addressing societal issues. Remember James and his solar-powered solution, or Fatima's literacy project. William, who harnessed the power of wind, and others. Those stories weren't just inspirational, they were proof that knowledge in action is unstoppable. Finally, you stepped into the future, mastering advanced techniques and exploring the exciting trends that will shape how we read. Whether it's speed reading, mind mapping, or diving into AR-powered books, you're ready to embrace the next chapter of reading with style and confidence. What's next? This book may have ended, but your reading journey has only just begun. Take these lessons and apply them. Start small, commit to at least 10 minutes daily, organize a book swap in your community, or share a book review on social media. From there, let the momentum build. Remember, it's not about reading everything. It's about reading what matters and making it count. A final word. Reading is like plantain chips. Once you start, it's hard to stop. So grab your next book, dive in, and let it change you. Whether it's a business manual, an African novel, a divine classic, or even a cheesy romance, know that every page turned is an investment in yourself. If you ever find yourself in a reading slump, remember, this journey is yours to accomplish. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. As the wise people say, small, na in we go take waka long distance o. But mind you, I know they advise you to trek from Lagos to Abuja o. Reading is that thing that has the potential to revolutionize your career. Keep reading, keep growing, and keep inspiring others to join the movement. Oya, go on now. Africa is waiting for you. Happy reading.
You cannot change yesterday, but you can do something today that can change tomorrow. It doesn't matter how you were born. That was yesterday. It doesn't matter what happened last 5 years, the last 10 years. You may not be able to change that, but you can reposition yourself today. You can make new decisions today that will change what tomorrow will bring. Invest in your future. Refuse to be a mental hobo. Refuse to end your life on the sidewalk. Every time I tell you something, I tell you that I believe in your future. There's a reason I believe in your future. I believe that if you hear these words, you will act on them and they will change your future. None of you was born to be poor. You may have been born poor, but you were not born to be poor. You may have been brought up poor, but you were not brought up to be poor. Understand this. The definition of adulthood is responsibility. When you become an adult, you take responsibility for your future. Become responsible. What do you have in yourself? There are many who cry for help, and because there are no answers to their call for help, they feel the pains and the pangs of neglect. No, refuse to give up. Believe in what God made. God made you, and He never made a failure. Believe that God has a purpose for your life. You may have been born as a parental accident, but you are not a divine accident. God knew you were coming, and He made sufficient provision for you. There's a place for you in the world, and I'm helping you find that place. There are certain things you must do for all of what we have discussed to be a reality. There are things that are not in abundant supply. They're limited. One of them is time. Save time. Save it. Keep track of your time. The Bible says for us to redeem the time, because it says the days are evil. You don't have extra time. Life is not a game. Therefore, make every day count for your life. Improve yourself every day. Introduce something into your life that counts. Choose to be a success. Become inspiring. Distinguish yourself with character, with excellence. If you're a musician, be a musician with a difference. Become inspiring. Whatever you do, do it with excellence. Put yourself and your best into what you do, and change your world. Remember, there's no extra time. Therefore, whatever you do now, do it the best way the first time. Success is waiting for the man who says yes to success. Success is waiting for the man who plans for it, who reaches out for it, who says, I'll wake up, and he wakes up, who says, I'll read this book, and he reads it, who says, I'll go to school, and he goes. Success is waiting for the man who makes a decision. So time is important. Time is important. Don't spend your time watching television 24 hours a day. Don't spend your time watching video 24 hours a day. Those that you are watching have put their best into what you are watching. Change the position. Say to yourself, I will be watched. You know, sometimes I'm concerned. There are those who only think about designers' perfume, designers' clothes, designers' shoes. Where are your designs? Where are your own designs? Challenge yourself for the future. There's room for you. There's a place for you at the top. There's a place for you. Train your mind and use it. Give yourself to a teacher. Give yourself to a tutor. Train yourself. Train your mind. And if you train your mind, it will be ready to deliver to you thoughts, the right thoughts and ideas that will earn you commercial value. There's no poverty for the man who has made an investment in his mind and is willing to act. There's no hunger for the man who has trained his mind to think through on every problem, to solve every problem. Train yourself. Think through a problem and render solution. Let men come to you for advice. Decide to be smart. Decide to be a problem solver. If you make that decision, that's what you will be. Problem solvers are in short supply in the world. There's a place for the man who chooses to be one. Engage yourself in national issues. Get involved. Get concerned. Some of you here are the best writers in the country, but where are your writings? Maybe you are sleeping too much. Maybe you are resting too much. Maybe you are playing too much. It's time to put your best into that writing. Let the country read your writings.